Good morning from Trondheim, Norway. It's Wednesday morning, and I just wanted to quickly say hi, how are you? Hope you're all very well, having a fantastic month of January. So, as most of you know, if you've been following my posts, it's Beethoven this week. Yay! Missa Solemnis, Opus 123, which he worked on between the years of 1819 to 1824 when it was premiered. Beethoven died in 1827, so just 3 years before he died, he completed this masterpiece. He worked on it almost nonstop every single day during those 4 or 5 years, and the piece just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And on some days, like I wrote in one of the posts, he would forget to eat and sleep for 2-3 days in a row. He would be up at night howling, trying to work out the fugues, the amazing fugues in this piece, in Gloria, in Credo. The neighbors wouldn't be able to sleep a wink during the night. His friends concerned would come, knock on the door. Of course, Beethoven didn't hear the knock. They would enter the room and find everything a mess. Beethoven had not touched his food. It was really dirty. And Beethoven, unconcerned, would go on composing. During this time that he was writing Missa Solemnis, his personal life was really in a tough situation. Just reading about it in the biographies, reading the letters that Beethoven wrote during this time, I get huge headaches. I don't know how he managed, but he did not only manage, he lived a stupendous, brilliant life because his first priority, the normality of his life, was all about music. As long as there was music to be composed, nothing else deterred his course, disturbed, or discouraged him. And this I find truly miraculous and a real inspiration. What was going on? He was battling his sister-in-law for the custody of his nephew Carl. He was totally mistrustful of her, and he wanted to be responsible. He wanted to be in charge of the education of his young nephew Carl. And this took so many years and such tedious process in the legal courts. What else? His health was really so bad during these years. He suffered from various illnesses, sicknesses, as well. His financial situation was in a total mess. He had no money. He was in debt to publishers. He was in debt to patrons and friends. And I think for Beethoven, his primary goal every day of his life, his today, was to write the greatest, the best music that he was able to and that he had the potential to write. So as long as there was a day called today, he was happy to write music and focus completely, deeply, absolutely on creating music. Now, this Missa Solemnis, one can sing its praises in so many different ways. The mastery of craftsmanship, the innovative, imaginative, revolutionary forms of every movement, how Beethoven stresses some words, for example, the third movement, Credo, I believe. This is like the Apostles' Creed, basically the same words, stating, declaring what I believe. Credo, 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 credo. You know, Beethoven repeats this word so forcibly, so many times. It's like, I believe, this is what I believe, in one God. Finally, when in Unum Deum, in one God, when the choir sings this together, I mean, the effect is just so convincing and so powerful. And there are many debates, of course, about every hero of history, what kind of person he was, what kind of person she was. Was Beethoven a believer? There are many evidences of this in the notes that he left, in the letters that he wrote, in what he said, in what he wrote, that surely he believed in God. Not in a building, not in a set of rules, not in a religion as in systematic thought or ideology, but he believed in a very deeply personal, loving Father. You hear it in the music in the last movement of the ninth. You hear it for close to 90 minutes in Missa Solemnis. And how he finishes with a prayer for peace, which he added to Agnus Dei, the last movement, Lamb of God. And this peace, inner peace, outer peace, the freedom to enjoy inner peace, the freedom to enjoy outer peace in our world. This, I think, was a big theme in all of Beethoven's life. And this work is a summation. It's everything. The best, the greatest. What made Beethoven Beethoven is all summed up in this one work. Not only his mastery of compositional technique, fugues, variations, developing motives, harmonic invention, modulation, formal symmetry, never repeating the same theme the same way. There's always a change, always a development, like in real life. But as a person, what he lived through, all the sufferings, the person that he became dealing with his hearing loss as a person, but also as a creator of music, as a composer. The depth of his striving, the depth of his despair, and the strength of hope and joy that must have sustained him all his life, ever since Heiligenstadt Testament, when he chose life over death as a young adult, around the age of 30, and until his death, age 57. This belief that he was on this earth to create the best music, better music every day, to reach as high as he could, to go for the absolute highest ideals of music that he set for himself. He was his own toughest critic. And you just feel in every single note in Missa Solemnis the weight of his passion, the weight of his striving, the weight of his deep, deep commitment, the weight of his conviction that he lived with every single day. And that just built him into this amazing being who could write such powerful music like this. So tonight here in Trondheim, general rehearsal. This is our last run through before the concert tomorrow. It's an honor to perform this piece. This is something that, for me, it's like I look back when I first started, pressing the keys of the piano at the age of 2. When I first got my cello at the age of 6, I started my career at the age of 11. You look back on your life as a musician and think, wow, so this is what I've been building up towards. It was totally for this. And I cannot wait. I look forward to many more missas in my life. But tomorrow, I am so excited to share this music with our audiences here. So have a great Wednesday. I hope you find some time to enjoy the music you love. Great music that nourishes your hearts, lifts up your spirits, that inspires you today and makes you smile. All the best. Bye.